Today we are brewing a 4-hop IPA with Nugget, Amarillo, Centennial and Cascade hops. So the grain bill for our 4-hopped IPA is pretty simple. We are using 2-row American Pale Malt and we've got 23 pounds of that. This is for a 10-gallon batch. We're also adding 2 additional specialty malts. One is Munich Type 1 and we're putting, let's see, 2 pounds of that in and then 1 pound of caramel 40 as well. That's it. So focus of today is efficiency. So we're going to try a few things. Number one is we're going to try mixing our water chemicals first in something like this before adding them in so we can make sure they're fully dissolved.
This is the alternative way to improve our efficiency. Just drink some good beer while we make some good beer.
Drink faster, be more efficient. Step 2, when you add the grains, do it in stages and make sure it's really stirred in. Previously we have just been dumping the whole lot of grain in and then just letting it rest, so we're going to try doing this in stages.
But even after all this stirring, it's still helping. So compared to 0 stirring in the past, this is totally different.
Step 3, calibrate your pH meter.
Okay, it says 4.4, but the solution is 4.0. Oh, it's dropping still, 4.3.
Seven 7.1. Alright, now we're calibrating that back down to 7. And we'll put it in the 4 and see if it still thinks that one's 4. 7. So you can either have it calibrated to 4 or you can have it calibrated to 7.
So this is what it says, calibrate your meter to a level that is close to what you will be testing or in the center of a range. So it's probably better calibrated to the 4 than to the 7.
We should probably add, for those of you watching on YouTube or looking at this on Reddit, if you think we're doing this wrong, could you let us know why?
Constructively. 6.9. Okay, I feel a bit better about that. So that one calibrated exactly on 4 and this one is showing 6.9 for a 7 reference solution. So we'll just keep doing it until it looks good and then we'll say, oh, it must be good.
So we took a pH measurement and we were at 4.9 and that's a little bit too low, so we actually lowered it too much. So we were adding some baking soda, 15 grams of baking soda, to bring it back up now to try and undo the lowering that we did earlier. So we took another pH measurement, we're at 5.3, that's where we want to be, between 5.1 and 5.4. So now we're all calibrated, that should actually be the correct number, and we should be good for efficiency with pH. Step number 4, make sure you get all of the wort out of the mash.
Ready?
Yeah. As far as hops go, we are adding Nugget hops, 2 ounces of that right at the start at 60 minutes. Then at 15 minutes we add 1 ounce of Centennial, 1 ounce of Cascade and 1 ounce of Amarillo. We do that same thing again, those same 3 hops, 1 ounce of each at boil out, at flame out, and then we dry hop again with Amarillo, Centennial and Cascade, 1 ounce of those each during the dry hop. So a quick note on cooling, the groundwater today is 78 degrees. So we've run through, how many bags of ice now?
7, we got 1 left.
Okay.
So, what was it, 4 trips to the gas station?
Yeah, we're using this bucket, so we're just recirculating water from this icy water bucket, and the ice keeps melting, so we have to keep replacing it, and then running it through the plate chiller there, and then coming out. And what temperature are we at now?
72.
Okay, finally, we've got to 72. And this is our very advanced aeration method. So now the moment of truth, we're going to take the original gravity. See how we did with our efficiency? 56. We're supposed to get 56.
Alright. Of course.
So 65% efficiency. Last thing is to add some yeast. We're using White Labs American Ale. Just, you know, 001, the basic ale yeast. We have warmed these up and we're going to put 2 in each carboy. Okay, and then the 2 carboys added here in this fermentation chamber. We've set it to about 68 degrees. It's currently 67, and we'll come back and see if that ferments tomorrow. That's the end of brew day.
Alright. Heavily carved. Too heavily carved. Yeah, it needs a chance to cool down, and it
will settle a bit.
May have overcarved it a little bit, but
It will settle a bit.
it looks pretty good after standing for a minute.
Yeah.
You taste all 4 hops. It's a very refreshing.
Yeah, really drinkable IPA.
Everything went right about this beer. That was kind of the thing. We got the original gravity right, the pH right, final gravity right, and amazingly, if you do all those things, beer tastes quite good too.
Cheers.
Cheers.